So, this week on the Sonny and Cher pod, we have a special guest joining us and we'll introduce them shortly. We'll be talking about Ronaldo going on strike. We'll also look at Leon Rossini's weird outburst before Arsenal-Chelsea the other night, and then be looking at all the key battles from game week 24 and looking ahead to game week 25. So, welcome to the Sonny and Cher pod. Siege, we're without Ben again. Ben says he's sick, but let's be realistic here. It's because Newcastle lost 4-1 to Liverpool. He's now missed 2 in a row again because Liverpool battered Newcastle, and because he was so embarrassed to losing to Jennings, he didn't want to be here. But how are you?
Good, mate. Good, actually. Yeah, but we'll get to why I'm good in a second. But yeah, no, Benny. Actually, he's now lost twice to Jennings this season, hasn't he? Which is very, very unheard of from the league leaders there. But he is taking a massive blip at the moment, hence his absence from the pod in recent weeks. I don't know why. He's probably trying to hide the fact that he's slipping down those world rankings and slipping.
He did say his tummy hurt today, though.
He did say he's got his little ones. His little ones being sick, isn't he? So yeah. He's obviously nervous. He's got people breathing down his neck in that league now. Like, just looking at the table, 2 points in it, 2 points. Then we got Balf, Nixie, Matt, and we'll go into it later on. But yeah, he's in trouble. But yeah, I'm in a good place. I won my first game in 5. Thanks to...
January's gone for you. You can forget about January.
January's gone. I'm on the up. Thanks to actually our special guest. He handed me a win, actually. So, do you want to introduce him?
Yeah, well, those of you that are on YouTube, you can already see that he's here. You can't miss him with that big nose. But he's already here. But Charlie, welcome. We appreciate you coming on last minute. I was a little bit shocked when CJ said that you wanted to come on after losing to CJ. But how are you? And welcome back.
Hello, mate. Hello. Yeah, good to be back, boys. I think when I saw the message pop up in the group about a chance to come back on the pod, hang out with you two, because I've got nothing better to do with the wife being out. And also, I think I could build some bridges with CJ after the grief in the WhatsApp group. I tried really hard to stir the pot. Peacock was assisting me unintentionally as well. It was good. It was going places, and yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll get into it. But
it was good. It was good. I said it was funny. You know what actually cracked me is that me and Charlie were actually speaking to each other while this was going on, and then Peaks puts in that rogue message that I said that Charlie's a tactical fucking nightmare or something like that, and then Charlie nibbled straight away, and I was like, "Oh fuck, what's he done?" I said, "Charlie, I was like, funny. I didn't say that. Trust."
Yeah. I messaged CJ Peacock and said, like, really good little rage bait there. Love that.
It was good. Yeah. We do need a bit more.
It wasn't even a key battle. It wasn't even a key battle where you two were going off as if it was a key battle.
We were actually chatting, weren't we, Charlie? Like, that should have been a key battle. That was a 6-pointer, literally a 6-pointer, wasn't it?
Bottom of the league, scrap.
Absolutely.
That was to make sure we stay away from Butler. But
if we have time, we'll look into it in a bit more detail.
Mate, you know Spotify's going to pick it up and literally say it's the CJ Charlie show. That's what it's going to do. It's going to read the transcript.
Shall I just leave it? But no, Charlie. So as we're talking about fantasy, I've got your team up here in front of me, so I'm going to share it on the screen. Those of you are obviously listening on the podcast won't be able to see it, but what we'll do, Charlie, is we'll just ask you. You did play your wild card, so it's good timing you coming on. You can kind of just talk us through your thoughts on who went out, who came in, etc., why they came in. I mean, I won't show your bench points just yet. We'll save that for a minute.
Save that.
But yeah, talk us through your wild card, Charlie. What was you thinking?
It's been a really odd season. Like, I've never been this low and in the table, and I can't even see the people at the top anymore. But I went 4 weeks without getting over 50 points, and I was like, something's got to change. And I would do a transfer here and there, and I just thought, let's just start fresh. Lots of people jumped on it quite early when they reset, and I was like, no, let's not follow trend. Let's try and be different. So played the wild card, did loads of research, and then it turns out my wild card was basically the same as CJ's team anyway. Which I swear I did not. I did not peek at your team until Butler made me very aware.
Do you know what it was? CJ messaged me and was like, "Why has Charlie got the same team as me? He's such a copycat." And I was like,
I tried all the mind games about the City players with CJ, which failed.
Yeah, you did.
And
I was literally laughing that up. I was like, please pick Turkey. And to be fair, if you'd picked Turkey, he'd have. And Semenyo, you said, didn't you?
I know. I got
Turkey
it
and
all
Semenyo,
wrong.
you said, yeah.
And then I was really on the fence between Chalobah and Reece James. I thought he'd be back. He takes their corners, their free kicks. He had some good form right before he got injured. So I was like, yeah, I've got some good team here. Munoz coming back in. He had a good fixture, but didn't perform. Anyway, the Chelsea game was a disaster. They went 2-0 down like straight away, didn't they? So Sanchez points, thanks very much. And then I was thinking to myself, okay, Ekitike's had a very, very good game. I didn't think he would because Liverpool were sort of iffy for me. And, I can hear a baby. I was just praying that James wasn't going to come on. 9 minutes to go. He comes on.
You must have been looking. Let's have a look at your bench points. Oh, painful.
It's big.
Painful. I've scrolled down a little bit. So, what are you talking about, Ekitike? Obviously, you left him on the bench. I think he was the second highest point scorer this week with 13.
Krupi scored. Senesi got some.
obviously scored. Senesi kept a clean sheet and got DEFCON. It couldn't have been any worse, leaving 29 points on your bench straight.
Mate.
But positive, Charlie. This is your wild card, so actually, if you think about it, you've got a very good, solid team.
Yeah, I do like the team. I do like the team.
I think you've been unlucky, and I think we talked about it on Monday about Munoz being a differential, and I do like that pick, and I do like Munoz, so I think that's a pretty solid pick. But
I think everyone was
must have
going
been spewing on that bench.
Well, it was literally the James. I had sort of accepted the fact that the bench was a disaster, especially after giving CJ grief about his previous bench and ideas and my games just didn't work. I just thought like everyone's got Anderson from Fulham, quality, rode on. And I just thought, come on, who's back? And Munoz was back in training. So I thought, maybe I'll go for him. And the Reece James pick didn't work out, unfortunately. And then I was literally like Cunha or Mbuemo. And I pick Mbuemo because he was playing up top against us. Fucking Cunha then goes and does the job. So, mate, I'm happy because I wanted to do a refresh of the team anyway. And I was done with the Haaland thing. I played really well last year. I think I just missed out on the playoffs without Haaland all season.
Yeah,
that obviously was you had the two big guys, right? You had Salah and Haaland. This year, there is only Haaland. And I'm just thinking, is anyone else going to step up? And like Florian Wirtz this week, I'm thinking about. Cunha pick again. So there's a couple of them in there. I've already got Rice. I do think Rice is going to be massive with Saka being injured. I'm glad to have got that in.
If I'm honest with you, I mean, who am I to talk? Because I'm on the same amount of head-to-head points as you, and I think I'm only 5 total points ahead of you. But if I'm totally honest with you, I would just not bother. Looking at your team,
it looks good.
I would save your transfers, mate. To be honest, because there's a double game week coming up for Arsenal in a couple of weeks. So and you've already got 3 Arsenal players in there. Now what you could do is rotate one out for one in, whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I would
strong bench as well. The bench
it's a very strong squad. Yeah, I really like. I think that's a real good wild card. I think you just got unlucky this week. Really.
It's really actually hard to spend the money when
it is. You're right.
When you don't have Haaland. Yeah. So true.
Yeah. Like you could really go big, but then you don't want to leave the points on the bench, and that's what I did this week, ready to rotate.
How much? If you don't mind, do you mind sharing with us, Charlie, how much you've got left in your bank in terms of money?
I may have already done some wheelings and dealings. I think it's like 1 point.
Okay, so you've still got a fair
3. Yeah.
Interesting. Because I was saying to CJ, I'll stop sharing now. We'll get back to chatting. But I was saying to CJ, actually, I've got Haaland in, but I've got 6 mil in my back, and I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, what do I do with this 6 mil?
Yeah, because you went. Is that because you went from Salah to Fernandes this week, didn't you?
Yeah, so it
Basically
saved
How
me
much
saving
was
like
Salah?
5
He's
mil
mil.
still
or
like
something,
12.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know what to do. I bloody love Broby, so I don't want to get rid of him.
And that was so rogue. And he scored.
And he
'Cause
scored.
the other
Mate, he
one I
should
was
have had an
looking at,
assist on Monday as well.
He
The other
got. I
one is
thought he
that,
got given one. Yeah, he got given one. He got taken
Well,
away.
he did, but
didn't
it was then it was an OG in the end.
Oh yeah, yeah,
what
yeah.
about that
So
random
he
fella
lost
at
it.
Wolves, Mane, who's
Yeah,
like
he's
Oh, no.
popped up
popping
with a few
up.
points?
He scored as
Who's
well. He
he?
got disallowed, didn't he, at the weekend?
He's
Yeah,
English, by
yeah.
the way.
Yeah,
Did you
he's
know that?
English. Yeah, yeah, I saw that.
Right. Well, thanks, Charlie, for talking us through your team. Shall we move on to a bit of? I'm sorry. I apologise to our listeners now, but I'm gonna rant and moan about football again in a minute because we're gonna move into the football chat.
Yeah,
And the very first topic I want to talk about, where the game is fucking gone. I'm gonna say this right now. The game is gone because Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's say this slowly. He's on about 500 grand a day on his salary.
a day or a week.
A
A
day,
day?
mate. A day.
Dumb, isn't
a
it?
day. Yeah.
Is it?
They reckon. Yeah, a day. He's on 500 grand a day in his salary.
You can't
Can
spend
you-
that money quick enough.
Mate, he went on strike. He went on strike.
What?
He earns
Elaborate.
half
Why has
a
he done
mil
this?
a day, and he went on strike. So,
Does he want more money?
no, thank God he doesn't want more money. I'll tell you what from a Wimbledon fan perspective, what I could fucking do, what Wimbledon could do with 500 grand
is-
a day.
That is mad. It actually is
Uh,
550 grand a day.
Oh, well, you've gone and looked it up. Yeah, you didn't believe me. Yeah, I know.
Didn't.
I know. So the reason why, Charlie, is he was upset that his team, that's owned by the same owner as 3 other teams, weren't spending money, but those 2 other teams were. So one of them transferred Benzema between teams. The owner owns both those teams. So he went, oh, I'll just move Benzema from here to there. So Ronaldo thought he was getting Benzema and he didn't. So Ronaldo had a stroppy because they didn't sign the players he wanted and said, I don't want to play. So he refused to play because they didn't sign who he wants. When we talk about the game being gone, when a guy's on $500,000 a day and he goes on strike, I think that's really embarrassing. I don't know what
madness.
you boys think.
Mate,
But-
you know he's gonna. You should put at Ronaldo for this pod and see if you get a nibble.
What,
This is,
tell him that he's a twat for going on strike.
You have to be able to speak proper Portuguese, but that is just
You
insane.
got
Isn't
you
it?
twat there.
It's mad,
I don't know if
isn't
that's
it?
Portuguese
It
or
is mad.
Italian?
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
I mean, football. They've been talking about it for years, haven't they? About wages and signing on fees, like these bonuses when you're a free agent. It's just insane. And the agents are the ones that are having people's trousers down. What they
Yeah,
put
but
in their
the
pockets
clubs,
is
Charlie,
ridiculous.
I get it, the agent bit, but the clubs are also buying into the fact that, they're the ones giving the players the wages. They don't have to.
No.
They could turn around and say no.
I can't remember who I was
But
talking
this
to.
is where the football pyramid is broken, because you get the wealthier just getting wealthier at the top in the Premier League. Those top 6 are just getting richer and richer and richer and richer. And then everyone else is at the very bottom, scurrying around for scraps, right? And I know I always compare it to Wimbledon, but Wimbledon are in a bit of financial trouble at the moment, right? And they're only £4 million in debt.
4 mil.
4 mil, that's it.
Mate,
But
Farney,
that's the
if you're
club.
listening, mate, get some shares in Wimbledon right now, mate.
Mate, all you need to do is pay 50
people-
quid and you're an owner. So,
Yeah.
I got somewhere, I'm gonna find
that's
it
the
whilst you're
context of
talking.
the game, right? And Wimbledon are only 2 divisions from the Premier League. But if you think about that, right, someone like Mo Salah could cover Wimbledon's debt in a few months.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy.
I think, I do think that they've identified this, and I think the problem's, like they say, it's too deep. They talk about this grassroots football malarkey, but the prize money now is massive, and I think it is having a knock-on effect slowly, but it's going to take years, right? It's going to take so long. If you get relegated from the Premier League, you get loads of money to go down the Championship with.
you
and
get
I
the
do
parachute
think it
payments,
will.
don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will help, but I think these clubs are too far down the line, and we always say it about the big teams. It doesn't matter how much you build this club up to make it stand up on its own. Fans want results today. Look at when we lost to
only one
United. Everyone was like,
today,
season's over. Arsenal going to bottle it.
Yeah.
Jennings with the bottle job comment straight in. But I
They
do
came
feel
back
like
and won 3-2.
so then we beat Leeds 4-0, and then now the supercomputer is predicting we're going to do the quad. I mean, it's so up and down. It's so
it is mad like that. It's very volatile, isn't it, at the moment, like football, and people's opinions changing so quickly. Like it's ridiculous because, like you said with the Arsenal game, like even you see them against United, and it was a bit of a freak result. Like United caught them on a hop second half, like took the chances well, but that's what they're set up to do probably at the Emirates. Like Arsenal were, they played into it a bit, but people saying, oh, that's it, they're done, they're bottling it, and they go and pop Leeds 4-0, and like Ellen Road is been a bit of a fortress for them this year, and they absolutely popped them. Do you know what I mean? So I still think they're really, really strong, to be honest. But
yeah, I agree. I just don't think. Yeah, sorry, Charlie, you go first.
No, I was just going to say, I think for it to be successful, last time I came on here, my friend said to me, do you want to finish 17th with the Champions League title under your belt?
Yeah.
Or do you want to finish second for nothing and just play good football all season? I do think you've got to believe, but I feel like Arsenal have, and it's tough. It is tough. They're not like City. They're not a machine who could just, they've done it for 4 or 5 years. I think there's been those weekends where Villa, City have dropped points, but we also dropped points. We haven't capitalised on it. Like the gap could be,
yeah,
you've been the other day.
Yeah,
could be like 16 points.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Could be literally massive.
Yeah,
but it hasn't worked out that way, and it's made it really interesting. And it's not just a great title race. Like the top 4 or 5, it's amazing battle. Wolves bringing themselves up, Spurs slipping. Love all of that. Like it's making the Prem this year really, really exciting.
That's really interesting that you think that, because I'm the complete opposite. I think it's boring, if I'm totally honest. Yeah.
I think this fucking podcast is boring. That's because I fucking bottom.
But I wasn't having a dig at you.
No, I'm not digging at you either, but fucking fantasy football is not great at the moment, I'm not going to lie. Anyway.
No, it's an interesting point you raised there, right, about the fans. The fans want to see good football. Why? What happened to just winning? What happened? Why
Mourinho's best season was part of the bus football, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like,
what Chelsea, to just, straight away?
We have it the same in like the lower leagues, right? Fans get annoyed when their team's not like pinging it around like Man City. And I'm like, guys, do you know what level we're in, right? Right? What happened to just winning and surviving? Like, scraping, like Wimbledon won 1-0 against Port Vale the other night, and their first shot on target was the goal in the 88th minute. Like, who cares?
That's a textbook away win, isn't it?
Smash and grab, mate. That's what football's all about.
No, I think
probably scoring more outfield goals than Arsenal.
Yeah, I think the right why they've been. I think to be successful now, you do have to have a good defense. You really, really do. Like that as if you don't concede goals, you're not going to lose games. That has been huge this year. Like clean sheets are absolutely key. Like you look at a side like Bournemouth, like started amazingly well, then they've just shipped goal after goal after goal. They can't win games. Look at Brighton. They're conceding what? How many goals have they conceded in the 90th minute to either draw or lose? Loads. Like it's all about the clean sheets. That is why Arsenal are so good. Yeah, I know everyone's going on about those stats. Own goals are their top scorer with 5. But like, how many have they conceded?
Second now. Second
now, is it? But like, how many have you actually conceded this year? Probably not many, have you?
Well, again, I got some grief from Jennings.
The same amount as Gyökeres has scored.
Well, because obviously people were talking about
17 you've conceded.
Yeah. Chelsea thing was 15, I think. They went the whole season.
17 goals. Your goal difference is plus 29 already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to go still. I can't remember who said it. Maybe Farney. You got to be there in May.
Yeah, well, but then, like I said about Bournemouth, like they're 12th now. They conceded 43. Yeah. Wolves have conceded 45. And do you know what I mean? Like it's massive. That's why they're Arsenal at the top. You got like Arsenal top 46 conceded, City second. Sorry, Arsenal top 17 conceded, City second 23 conceded, Villa third 26 conceded. That's it. The 3 lowest. So it's not rocket science really. Then Sunderland are actually the the next and they're 8th, but they've only scored 27. Do you know what I mean? But
they've had a great season
because they haven't conceded many, is why they're doing so well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a good
That's
point.
it. So
Yeah. Yeah. Good topic.
Yeah. No.
No. Moving on slightly, I'd like to. I don't know if you saw it, Charlie. I'm assuming you did because you watched the Arsenal-Chelsea game the other night. But it was really funny. I only saw it yesterday. But Liam Rosenior having a go at the Arsenal players in the pre-match warm-up for showing lack of respect to Chelsea by booting the ball into the Chelsea half.
is that what he said?
First, yeah. He was like, "This is lack of respect." Like it was, like, and he yelled at them. There's a video of him yelling.
I think.
Before I give my opinion, I want to hear yours because
I think the press have made a bigger deal of it because if you actually watch it, he's got a smile on his face, like he knows the cameras are on him. But I think he's just got a bad vibe about Arteta because of the FA Cup final.
Do you not like that though? I like
Hull were 2-0 up, and Arsenal won 3-2. And Rosenior, I think he went off injured in that game. I remember that game very, very well. But
that's what we need.
We
need managers to hate each other. We don't want all this lovey-dovey managing rubbish.
They did say actually something along the lines of like Arteta's sort of key battles and maturity with other managers has been quite good this season. And then, I mean, there must have been tension between him and Rosenior. The game had it, right? Chelsea were really, really poor, I think. And they didn't really come out and test us. I think we should have won that semi-final at Stamford Bridge, and we didn't. And they had a really good chance with Caicedo back, Palmer back, Esteval was back. And they didn't come out of the blocks. I thought, it could have swayed. One early goal, and Chelsea were back in it. So, yeah. Oh, well, Rosenior, toys out the pram.
Siege, thoughts?
Yeah, I think he's playing to this media figure. They've created this like will in betweeners, doesn't know what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? Like he is playing to that a lot, and the way he speaks, like I do quite like it. It's quite funny. I think the Prem's needed it. And actually, do you know what makes me laugh as well? That he's won 6 out of his first 8 games, and he actually looked like a genius on Saturday after benching all those players against West Ham. And then I think he got a bit of a fright at half-time thinking, shit, this is the Prem, this isn't League One where I can play Hazelmere against the team at the bottom of the French league.
Hey, what are you talking about League One for?
Do you know, no, not League One, I mean League 1 in France, sorry. League 1.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? And then he got a fright at half-time, made all the subs, they turned it round, he looks like a genius. I think he got a bit lucky, but still, I do like the fact that he's got a bit of bottle to rip lads off at half-time. Like, I don't think that's done enough these days. I do think the likes of Arteta and Rosenior, the younger managers do seem to have a little bit more bottle when it comes to that. Just being like, right, you're shit, see you later. And that actually, that was really good for him. But I don't think you can rotate your players in the Prem as much as Maresca was doing. Look what happened to Maresca. Like, if Chelsea want to surge, like Arsenal, how often do Arsenal change that back four if they're all fit? They don't. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, we've had so many combinations at the back though because they haven't been fit.
You're lucky,
again,
actually.
3 seasons in a row.
Like, unfortunately, Chelsea are bringing in people like Hatto and stuff, who is fucking hopeless. I don't know if you've actually seen him. If you ever saw that performance when they drew away at Karabag earlier on in the year, it was the worst performance I've ever seen from a player, and he hasn't got any better. And Butler messaged
worse than Gyökeres?
I don't know. Butler messaged in our group at the weekend saying Hatto is shit, and I just looked at it and just cracked up. But no, I like Rosenior. Yeah. I like what he's doing.
I honestly, that's what I liked. Finally, there's a bit more personality out of these managers in the bloody Premier League. They're all so boring.
Yeah,
I find like, where's the banter gone? Where's the edge? Where's like those little things like him shouting at the Arsenal players? Even if it was out of jest. We need
good
those
crack.
characters.
Yeah.
We miss.
Yeah, but
we miss
it
that.
all comes down to the media. It comes down to like being a professional because the children are watching. I mean,
yeah, fuck that.
Oh no, man! They're not listening to this, are they?
Mate, the kids go to games and hear all the fans effing and blinded. I don't think they.
Well, there's that classic picture of the young Portsmouth kid, isn't there, giving it the finger all those years ago. Exactly. It's like free.
Oh, stop! Was that when Gabrielle fell into the crowd?
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you see that?
Right.
I'll just go.
Yeah.
I'll just go through.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna...
you got to do this quick now, Siege, because otherwise we're going to be doing this for 2 hours.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
little.
sorry.
This is a little roundup. Just before the key battles. Just thought I'd go through a few last minute transfers. We obviously spoke about the main one in previous eps, but not all teams got players in. But we're just going to go through. So Villa got Douglas Luiz back on loan from Juve, and they recalled Leon Bailey back from Roma just to strengthen their team after a few injuries. Bournemouth signed a young Hungarian midfielder called Alex Toth. So he's 20 from Ferencváros. He's very highly rated, but we'll see. Again, teams like Bournemouth can do that because they're probably going to be able to put him in the team straight away if they can. Brentford signed an 18-year-old striker from Club Brugge called Kay Furo. So I imagine as a little bit of backup to Thiago. Obviously, Dango is back. Sharda was sent off, but I actually looked at him. He's only 18. He only played a few games for Club Brugge before moving over, but I imagine he's one for the future.
Brighton, conveyor belt, isn't he? The Brentford striker conveyor belt that they seem to have.
Yeah, when I saw that, I thought there's obviously been some due diligence done into it with their sort of like Moneyball approach. So we'll sort of see with that. I'm sure if he gets a few starts this year. But moving on to Brighton, they actually recalled Matt O'Reilly on loan from Marseille, who actually before he left I thought was really, really decent. They bought him from Celtic, and then he did really, really well, and then they surprisingly let him go on loan. But they've recalled him back, so it'll be interesting to see if he starts again. And they've also recalled Igor Julio on loan from West Ham. Palace have actually loaned Evan Gesson from Villa. So Villa signed him in the summer. Hasn't really featured, but he's gone to Palace. So Palace are obviously trying to rebuild their team a little bit after the mass exodus that happened. Forest signed a few players. They signed Ortega from City as a backup keeper. As Butler mentioned in a previous set, they signed Lorenzo Luca on loan from Napoli. So he's 25-year-old Italian forward. Scored 12 in 33 for Udinese last season. Not sure about him. And then they also signed a young German left-back called Luca Net. So all these sort of players, yes, they're all random.
He's good on Football Manager.
Is he good on Football Manager, is he?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The scouting
That's
network.
a good one to look into. But even these particularly, even like that Savannah for Forest, like players like this Nets could get a real look in at teams like Forest. And we'll just finish. Sunderland signed a 22-year-old Ecuadorian winger from Anderlecht named Nilson
He's really
Angulo.
highly rated. He's really highly
I just looked
rated.
at his stats. He's already got 6 goals and 5 assists this season for Anderlecht in the Belgian Prem. So, and it's interesting because they let Adingra go on loan somewhere, did they? I think,
Yeah,
or
I think so, yeah.
I don't know where it was, but they've obviously got him. It'd be interesting to see how he looks. But yeah, very, very highly rated youngster. And then Spurs signed Souza, a 19-year-old Brazilian left-back from Santos. Not a clue about him, but...
They also signed a guy from Hearts. Did you see that? James
Did they?
Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, Arsenal were in for him.
him.
But Arsenal only offered him a trial.
Yeah.
And Spurs were like, oh, we need to sign him. so they actually signed him.
We did make a signing. We got Evan Moody in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's he like on footy, man?
I don't even know who that is.
Who is that?
23
I thought you said
senior
Aaron
appearances.
Moody. I was like, who's Aaron Moody?
One goal. Complete stranger. Guys,
Yeah.
just Arsenal doing Arsenal things. Man.
Evan Mooney from St Mirren, yeah? Is that
Yeah.
him?
So random, mate. So random.
So class. I'll just finish
Apparently,
off.
like...
Go on, mate. Go on, Charlie. Sorry. Go on,
No, I
mate.
was going to say, my mate at school, he's a big Hearts fan, and he was talking about this Wilson
They were in
kid
the
that
league.
Spurs went, and he was like, he's rubbish. He can't even get into our team. So he said you dodged a bullet.
Yeah, and Hearts are winning the Scottish Prem right now.
Yeah, they need a couple more wins, and that's it, under the belt.
James Wilson, yeah. I'll just finish off. West Ham actually loaned Axel Dizazi, if you remember him.
Axel Disaster, yeah.
Yeah, from Chelsea. So after featuring in the World Cup final, was it World Cup final or Euros final for France?
Euros, I think.
He went into, well, he'd never been seen. He was playing for the under-23s, but I do think West Ham need a little bit more in defence. So not a bad little signing. And
They can't stop goals,
No.
can they?
We'll just finish with Wolves. So Wolves signed Angel Gomez on loan from Marseille, which I think is a good little signing. He actually, if you remember when Lee Carsley was England manager, he actually brought him in.
Yeah, he did,
and he actually looked quite good. So he was on loan from Marseille, and they actually signed Adam Armstrong from Southampton. So Armstrong seems to be one of these
That's
players.
them getting ready for the championship.
Yeah, I heard that the other day. I read that, like they're preparing. But yeah, to be fair to him, he seems to be one of these players that can't really. I don't think he's at Prem level. But he's already scored 11 championship goals this season. So he's almost that in between Prem and championship. But it does sort of signify that is a signing for the future in terms of them being in the championship. But yeah, those are a few last minute transfers. Like, not many well-known players, but it'd be interesting to see if any of these start featuring in teams and what their prices are in fantasy, particularly the likes of that Angulo for Sunderland. That might be quite a nice one to...
And that Spurs left back.
Yeah, Spurs left back
So
as a
random.
position. Yeah, Souza. Yeah, I saw. So we'll see. Yeah.
Not that I'm going to put a Spurs player in my team.
On Spurs, to be
Ever.
fair, we didn't talk about it though, did we? Just quickly before we take a break. Solanke scorpion goal? Unreal.
Yeah, man.
mate.
Did he mean it though?
Unintentional. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it. He just flung his foot at it, didn't he?
But the thing is, he's
you know.
put something on it, he's cushioned it, and it's looked worldy.
He's done what
And
he's
it did
back
Arsenal a
fit though,
favour.
isn't he? And they really need a goal scorer.
He's a little dark horse for fantasy, lads. I'm sorry, a little dark horse.
I think that's a good shout. To be fair,
He's a bit like Calvert-Lewin, wasn't it? Like Calvert-Lewin had a really quiet season starter, and he's now
What is
really
he? Let me
grown
just
and has
see.
been people's like second, third choice.
He's 1.1% owned. Solanke.
there you go.
7.2
Maybe we should have brought him up
mil.
as a differential on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think we should. I might be looking at it.
Oh, there
He's
we go.
gonna go in
Let's
for,
plant seeds
Ekitike.
in Charlie's brain right now. Charlie, get Solanke in your team.
Their
We're going to take
fixtures are rotten though, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah, they are rotten. Right, we're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we will look at the key battles from game week 24. See you in a second. Right, so welcome back. We're going to look at the key battles from game week 24. We're going to start right back at the top of the table clash that we had between Matt and Peaks. Peaks' form is a little bit worrying if I was him, but let's have a look at this fixture then. I'll get this up on screen so we can see, and those of you on YouTube can see. But don't worry, if you're just listening on the pod, we will talk you through it. Obviously, Matt won this one, I think, 70 points to 56. In the end, it wasn't close. His form is not looking good. He's only got one win from his last 5. There is a draw in there. Not looking good for him. Whereas for Matt, that's his 4th win in 5. And he's averaging about 52 points, roughly, whereas Peaks is only averaging around 43. They did share 5 players. Now, unfortunately, on our beautiful Rivals FPL site this week, there's a tiny bit of a glitch that everyone scored 0 apart from Krupi Jr. and Raya, and Gabriel got 1. So there's a bit of a glitch there. So Greg, if you're listening, we're calling this out now. There is a glitch. Please, can
Did
you
you have
fix
him on?
it?
Did you have Greg on? Did I see that?
Great question. We were meant to have Greg on, but he's not on. You're on, Charlie. We thought we'd get you instead. You're way more fun.
Oh, sorry, Greg.
Yeah, the Greg interview is pending, so hopefully it will be with you in the next couple of weeks. That is the plan, anyway.
Yeah, that
Not
is the
using
plan.
his site until I've heard the man's voice.
No, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we will get. Greg is coming. He is coming. But with Ben being unwell, Ben didn't want to miss out on speaking to Greg, so we thought, well,
He was unwell 6 minutes into the City game, wasn't he? I think it was.
Liverpool
6
game, you
minutes
mean.
was their first goal. And they're out That was so bad as well.
Oh yeah, that game. Oh god, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
been
talking
a shit
about
week for him.
the semi-final. I know. It's been bad.
Well, we're going off topic here. We're going off topic. We're meant to be talking about key battles, not Ben.
It was interesting though, because Matt played his wild card, didn't he? So I actually got the boys to send me their teams beforehand, him and Pete, because that was like rivalry of the week.
Yeah.
His wild card was excellent. What I was actually quite surprised. He went for the treble up in the United midfield. So Mbuemo, Fernandes, and Ahmad, which was against Fulham at home, was a great shout. Obviously didn't pay off. Fernandes did, but again, he's done what Ben's done, Matt, has paired Haaland with Krupi Jr., which I love. I really, really like that. And he was worried about his United treble because he was messaging me before as well. But I think the thing that done Peaks, his strategy of trying to be that differential, captaining Palmer, it could have been an absolute masterclass, but he went against the trends there. And Palmer again was non-existent, wasn't he? Like for that 4 points. I do really like Peaks'
I'm surprised he didn't captain João Pedro, but I suppose Peaks did message me before and he said actually he thought João Pedro wouldn't start, so that's the reason why he didn't go captain there. But
Peaks actually bought Maguire in for Frimpong, as I mentioned on Wednesday's ep. Before he gave away the pen, Maguire had clean sheet, 2 or 3 bonus, and then he gave away the pen, got booked, and it all crumbled before him there. But both two good teams moving forward. But yeah, Peaks' form is rotten, isn't it? But where is he in the league?
I play him next.
Do you?
So let me just.
Yeah, I've got him next.
Yeah,
wow.
You've kind of got him at a good time, I'd say. It's a good time to play him. So in terms of Peaks' form, I think it's, as I said at the beginning, he's won 1 of his last 5 with a draw in there.
It's almost as bad as me.
It's not looking great here. Here it is. Loss, draw, win, loss. So it's not looking pretty for Peaks in that game week. Right. What's the next one?
Farney.
By the way, just for everyone's awareness that's listening to this, Ben didn't write us anything because he's unwell. So me and CJ are going to do our best to absolutely wing these key battles.
Mate, you guys are doing really well. I love this new take on the pod.
Thanks, mate. Like, you can come on again. So it was Farney versus Trotty. What was the score there? 42-65. Trotty, hello. Cool.
Yeah, Trotty's on a mad one, isn't he? Trotty is on a mad one.
So that's Trotty's 3rd win in 5. And Farney's 3rd loss in 5. Big game this was a big 6-pointer down near the bottom of the table. It definitely pings Trotty up past Charlie and I in the league, which is great. Which is great for us. Trotty continues his fine form, winning that one. So Siege, have you got their teams up there, or do you want me to get them up?
Yeah, I've got their teams. So Trotty played his wild card actually. Got rid of Haaland. Went for the treble up in midfield as well with United. He actually went for Fernandes and Mbuemo Cunha, which I actually really like moving forward. Kept Mateus Nunes, so he doubled up in City defence, which I'm not sure about. But his bench is Tarkowski, Barry and Thiago, so he's actually got a really good squad moving forward there, Trotty. And like we said, he popped Farney's. Farney's team was rough. Wisser up front, that is hideous, by the way. Farney, get rid of that. Bowen, he's got...
did he really go Wisser up front?
Have you seen Farney's bench? Farney's bench is Watkins, Caicedo and Ekdal from Burnley.
Watkins is out, they reckon, for at least a few weeks.
I saw that. Hammy, isn't it? Where is Farney? He's still got all his chips. So Farney, he is in definite need of a wild card, I would say, looking at that team.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, comprehensively beaten by Trotty there. Trotty's flying it a little bit.
He is.
What's he on points?
We'll move on
now? 30 points, lads. How was he on 30 points?
He's ahead of me and Charlie. I just said that.
Lads, that is embarrassing.
We are not good at this game.
We don't have any luck. Let's put that out.
Oh yeah, he is.
Trotty is the luckiest manager in the league.
He is. He's officially top of the luck. But
let's just get that up for all our fans.
Quite
comfortably at the top there. 80 plus points
Whatever
he's
that
getting in
means.
terms of luck. Let's compare that to what I'm getting, minus 66.
Yeah, but look at Ben. Look at Ben. And he's top of the league,
Yeah, but
mate.
Ben's in dreadful form, so he's been unlucky. CJ's also down there.
my,
Charlie, you're in here
17th.
as
What?
well.
Charlie's
at
down there as
17th.
well.
Yeah, so we'll. But anyways, we won't get into that too much. We'll get back to our head-to-head key battles. Now we're going to look at the next one, which is Andy Jackson versus Jordan. I'll tell you whose luck is also not in at the moment, and that's Jordan's losing this one by only 3 points. Andy Jackson wins again, his 5th win in a row. He's averaging nearly 60 points in his last 5 games. Jordan, on the other hand, has lost 4 of his last 5, but is averaging 55 points a game week. And how unlucky can you be that you averaging nearly 55 points a week, but you're not winning games? I think Jordan has been very unlucky recently, but Andy Jackson just continues to fly in that league. Siege, have you got their teams up there? Are you going to give us a bit?
Absolutely inspired captaincy pick of Cunha this weekend, which actually won him the game because he captained Cunha and where is it? And Jordan captained Haaland. Yeah,
Jordan didn't move from Haaland.
Haaland pick is done.
That was the one. But Andy Jackson's team, I love. Like he's got Virgil at the back still. Gabriel, Anderson is that midfielder. I think 7 points again. Semenyo, midfield of Cunha, Semenyo, Anderson, Fernandez. I'm not sure about the front line. Barry, Haaland, and João Pedro. I'm not sure.
Barry's been all right recently, though, hasn't he?
He has. He actually. How long has he had Barry? Oh, he brought him in this week. Actually, he brought Barry in this week. And he did. But yeah, Jordan's luck is rotten. His team is really good. Mukiele and Roofs tried to bail him out on Monday with 15 points between them, but it wasn't enough to get past Andy. Jordan would have beaten a considerable amount of managers in that league, wouldn't he? In our league, sorry. How many would he have beaten? He'd have beaten.
I think he was
pretty much everyone.
If we look at the week's rankings, he was 6th out of all the managers in terms of points, and he lost.
Like that's where it is. It is crazy. If you look at like Farney getting 42, so he got 33, and he got 72 and lost.
I got 69. Why aren't we talking about me?
Mate, we've done enough talking about you and your luck, mate.
We have to listen to it weekly.
Thanks. That's because I'm just reminding everyone how unlucky I've been.
Yeah, you have been unlucky, mate. You have been unlucky.
Right.
It's a bit of match
last
fixing,
game, which is obviously the man who is not here this week, is Ben versus Jennings. I actually saw Jennings today, and he asked me to pass on a little message to Ben for the pod tonight. However, poor Ben isn't here. But Ben, if you are listening, Jennings just wanted to say, I beat you. There you go. There you go. Jennings beats Ben for the 2nd week in a row. Looking at their current form, that's Ben's 3rd defeat in 5. Jennings is only his 2nd win in 5. But again, Jennings is up there averaging at 55 points a week. Ben averaging under 50. Siege will give us the lowdown of their teams. Talk us through this one, Siege.
So we've got Benny and Tommy. So Ben obviously in the group was, I do feel he's on edge at the moment with his team. Like he's shitting his pants every week, isn't he? But this was
he does message us, yes.
This was actually really close. Sorry, and if you actually look at Jennings' bench, it was scandalous. If he played a bench boost this week, Jennings on his bench had 23, 31.
I've got it here. Shall I share it?
39 points on his bench.
Let's share this, because Charlie, this beats your bench.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
29.
Insane bench. 39 points. So we had Petrovic with 10, Gabriel, why on earth he's benching Gabriel, not a clue. Katike 13, Senesi 8, but his inspired again captaincy of Semenyo won in this, Jennings did, whereas Ben did his classic thing of captaining Haaland. He said he's not going to do it. If he'd have captained Fernandez like we said, he would have won. So well done, Jennings. Mukiele actually, they both had...
Baller.
Yeah, Jennings had Mukiele and what Ben had Roofs. So this was done by... the Sunday, wasn't it? Realistically. Ben did bring in Krupi Jr., which I really like. He's got Krupi, Thiago, and Haaland up front. But yeah, Jennings is captaining of Semenyo, João Pedro, and I'm just at that bench. If he'd have bench boosted, it would have been an insane score. But yeah, what do you think about Ben's team moving forward? I do still like it. I'm not sure
Bang
about
average,
Matty Cash.
plain.
Don't like Matty Cash.
Yeah.
I think
he's
Ben
panicking.
played his wild card at the wrong time, right? So didn't he bring in people like Rodgers and Thiago, etc., within his wild card, and then since he's brought them in, they've done absolutely nothing.
But isn't he competing on two fronts? He's like top of this one, and there's like a work do one with a lot of dosh to be won. So he's trying to keep it. He wants big points, but he'll be thinking, 63 points, I'll take that into the other league.
Yeah,
then it's obviously bragging rights. He doesn't have to build a trophy.
The copywriters one, I think he's in. He wins a work one.
Where is he in the world now?
He is.
Can we get that up?
81,800. So he really is starting.
He is slipping. He was 3,000 at one stage, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weeks ago though. Let's be honest. So yeah, he's on a bit of a Debbie Downer. Poor old Ben. Shall we just look at some of the key stats from this week? As obviously we love punching this brilliant website. I know it's not been the best this evening, and but that's no fault of Greg's own. Looking at some of the top point scorers this week, obviously Mike, who beat me. Just remind everyone, Mike got 84 points because he had Verts and Ekatike. What the fuck can I do there? When they both rock up. Gazzy T up there again with 80 points. That's not the first time in the last month that he's been up there with the top scores. Smithy up there with 75. Let's see where Charlie was this week, shall we? Keep going down. Oh, there you are, Charlie. 19th out of 24 this week in terms of points.
Was I been beaten by the guy that doesn't play anymore?
I've been far off as well. I was
No, the guy that doesn't play anymore was up here on 80.
What the I should have wildcarded his team, copied his team. Damn it.
I know. This CJ also beat you with 59 points, by the way, so he didn't do much better down there in 16th.
No, mate. David James.
Obviously, played your wild card.
James.
I did also want to, just while we're on here, to show everybody some lovely January stats. We're not going to look at the achievers for January. I just want to look at the dubious honours for January. There he is, yours truly, at the top of their dubious honours, Chris Hooker.
What's the dubious honours?
So this is how many times you won or lost in January. So you lost quite a lot.
Jesus, lads.
So you're down there.
How am I not up there? Because I was.
Don't worry, Charlie. You appear on the nice dubious honours list as well at some point. Don't you worry. I'm just going to scroll down to find you. CJ appears on every single one, by the way.
So actually,
bottom scorer, 3rd. Captain Disaster, 2nd. Only 19 points from your captain in January. CJ, biggest monthly faller. You fall 4 positions in.
I actually went up.
In January. You also had a transfer disaster in January at minus 14 points.
Butler, this is the stuff you need to screenshot and put in the group, mate. This will get people
and
really.
Then, I know it hasn't given us the points here, unfortunately, but I'm not, for some reason this hasn't worked. But again, if we look at who had a terrible month in terms of monthly head-to-head standings, the Medcraft brothers are having an absolute mare. One win between them through January.
Isn't it? That is horrible.
1 win out of 12 for the Medcraft brothers in January. Jordan, as we said, had a dismal month. There you are, Siege, 7th. Charlie, 8th. I had a fairly reasonable one. I was at 500 with 3 wins and 3 losses in that month. But there we go. Those were the dubious honours for January there.
Yeah, that needs screenshotting, mate. I like that stuff. Put that in there.
It's good, isn't it?
That is
good.
It's
website.
Easier to. Yeah, it's easier than listening to the pod sometimes.
So, thanks. Do you want to take a quick break now, or do you want to go straight into the key battles for game week 25?
Let's go straight into them, shall we? Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So, obviously, what we love again about this website now is that we can see where people are, who's playing where in terms of league standings here. These are the game week 25 fixtures that are coming up this week. So it's a lot easier for us to pick out some of the key battles. So I'm going to play a little game just to make this a bit more fun. I want you both to pick out one fixture here that really stands out for you as one of the key battles for this week. And I want to see if it's on my list of 4 that I have pulled out. Now, I've also, just to give you a tip, and see how much you actually listen to the pod, Charlie. I've also picked out 3 other key battles for people who aren't really talked enough about on the pod recently. So I've also called out those. But there's one key battle, I'm sure you could spot it. Which is the real key one that's going to stand out for you there? Any ideas?
Where's the guy that doesn't play anymore? I'm trying to find Gazzy T.
He's
Where is he?
here playing Luke. It's
Mate,
24th
league.
versus 23rd.
Yeah, that one. Luke, I saw Luke.
No, I haven't actually called that one out because we talk too much about Gazzy T and he never listens to the pod.
Fine. Delete that.
Yeah,
cut that out.
So he's not
Right.
actually, but I actually look at this one here. We've got Rafaro versus Smithy. Both are flying in the league. Trav, sorry. Rafaro's 5th. Trav is 6th. So Rafaro versus Trav. Trav is on a 3-game winning streak. So is Rafaro. Rafaro's won 4 of his last 5. Trav has won 3 of his last 5. However, this is where things get funny, and CJ will laugh at this. Trav has won 3 of his last games, but he's averaging 42 points.
An absolute disgrace. That is an absolute disgrace.
Whereas Rafaro, on the other end, is averaging 56.6. So no wonder he's winning, because he's pushing towards the 6G boundary. How Trav is winning games is beyond me. I have no idea. If we look at their previous meeting, which was back in game week 5, Trav did actually sneak this one 42-33.
Oh.
Their overall ranking is considerable. I did not know that Rafaro is 143,000th in the world.
Play. Wow.
So he is very much up there, whereas Travis is 3 million, but is somehow 5th in our league.
Interestingly as well, they've only got
let's put this into context. Charlie, you're 2.1 million in the world, so am I. CJ, I think you're 1.9 mil.
Yeah.
Travis 2.9 and he's 5th in our league.
It is mad.
And he's
mad.
Snake. He gets the Snake Award at the end of the season.
This could be a real good game. This could be a real good game because they've only got 3 common players. Dubravka's 1. They've only got Haaland and Sanchez. So it is literally completely up for grabs, this one, which is good. We like these sort of games where they're completely different teams, which is good.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously we can't see what the points that they got from last week. There's a bit of a glitch on the site today, which is a bit unfortunate. But I mean, just looking at their teams, how Travis winning with the likes of Gravenberch in there, Virgil van Dijk in there, how he's winning games is beyond me. But what can we do? You know, I think we've said it enough. Whereas again, you look at Rafaro's team, I like it. It's bold. Happy's in there, bold shout, going for it. Again, Enzo in there along with Rogers and
Enzo
Rice.
captain
Evan Elson
sorted him out, didn't it? Yeah,
it did. So interesting calls there. Right, the other 3 key battles we'll look in for game week 25. We're actually going to look at Fraser this week because I don't feel like we've talked about Fraser for a while, Siege. And unfortunately, he's going up against you. So I'm hoping there's a Fraser win.
Yeah.
As am I. Yeah, I could do that.
So again, we're looking at CJ versus Fraser. Siege, as you said, you finally got your win. You ended your drought. So you've now got
Cheers,
1
Charlie.
win in 5.
You're welcome, mate. You can pay me by bank transfer
Fraser
later.
is also not in the best form. He's only won 2 of his last 5 and he's lost his last 2. CJ, you're only averaging 43 points over the last 5 game weeks, whereas Fraser's up there at 56.4. You do have 7 players shared. So nearly 50% of your team is shared, which could make this down to those really key differentials that we talked about the other evening. So that could be really interesting how you fare here. Siege, how are you feeling about that one?
I don't know. I really don't like the common players, I must say. You know, I don't like the common players, but I think it's going to be a shootout between... Just looking at it now, it depends if he plays Thiago. My bench is rotten as well. So
He's distracted by the rugby at the moment, by the way.
Harry Wilson.
So-
Harry Wilson would be nice if he pops up. I'm not going to lie, because he's my key differential, and he's got a nice fixture at home to Everton. So if he gets another brace, would be absolutely flying. But massive game for me in my season. This, if I win, I am back in touch with the playoffs. If I lose, I'd say that's probably it, because me and Fraser are on exactly the same points as well. So
oh, really?
I'll
Interesting.
leapfrog him, and I'll go into like 12th,
back into
11th
playoff
place.
contention.
Absolutely. So massive for me.
Let us know what that feels. Let me and Charlie know what that feels like when you get into playoff contention. I have no idea. I don't remember the last time I was anywhere.
Yeah,
close
I'm going to switch off when the playoffs start.
Fair enough. Right, 2 more game week fixtures. We don't talk about Balfe enough, to be fair. He has whinged and moaned about it, so I thought, well, we'll give him his week in the sunlight. Balfe is up against Dassey this week. Dassey coming off his 33 points. Now, Dassey, I actually was looking at his stats earlier. He has been unlucky, even though he got 33 points last week. He is averaging 48.8 points a week, so
Yeah,
it's
he's
not
doing
too
all right.
bad. He has won 3 of his last 5. So that is actually better than the form that Balfe is in, who's only won 2 of his last 5 with also a draw in there. Balfe averaging only 53.4. So this could be tight. Again, they share 7 players. So again, it could come down to some key differentials. Balfe does have 2 free transfers, interestingly. So it'd be interesting to see how he uses those with this one.
Dassey he needs to get Timber and Raya off his bench. Why on earth are they off his bench? Not that Raya wouldn't have mattered, but why is Timber on his bench?
Yeah, good point. No idea. Good question. And then the last key battle before we take a quick break and come back and play a fun little game, the only thing that I enjoy anymore this season, is is looking at, obviously, how can we not talk about Andy Jackson in the form that he's in? We might as well carry on the train. He is up this week after 5 straight wins. He will be playing Matt, who has also won 4 of his last 5. This could be a huge key battle this week. Andy very much back in the hunt for trying to close down those playoff places. It'd be a brilliant recovery from where he was at the start of the season. Currently averaging 58.2 points per game week over the last 5 weeks. Matt averaging nearly 52. They share 6 players, so again, this is wide open. I mean, they share the likes of Cash, Gabriel, Anderson, Bruno Fernandes, Haaland, and Dubravka. So it's very much an open season for both these managers going into this one.
Out of interest, Butler, how quickly can you bring up Jackson's luck?
I can do that very quickly, because there's a nice little tab here on the left-hand side.
Yeah, bring that up,
luck.
because he doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He texts me.
So he's 7th
most weekends.
in the luck.
Yeah, exactly. That's
charts.
what I mean.
Matt is 4th, though, in the Lux chart. So one
Jackson
of them is going to run out a bit of a luck this week.
Jackson said, I can't wait for the Dorgu pick. I said, mate, I think he's out for like 6-7 weeks. Pulled us out against Arsenal.
And
he even watched the game. Guy's a donut.
Funnily enough, I was looking at this, and I think that Luke and Ben are mixed up on on the luck chart, because Luke is 3rd, but he's only won 1 of his 5
it doesn't add up. It does not add up.
No, whereas Ben's down here at last in terms of luck. I would say to Luke, to be fair, he's probably the least lucky of us there. Right, firstly, just quickly, apologies that wasn't as scripted as it normally sounds when we get into the key battles. We did try and wing it a bit this week. This is what happens when your main writer, who writes for his job, is not here to help us write these things. But that's how it is. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, for the first time in a long time, we have got a guest to play CJ's game.
We do.
So I'm looking forward to this. We'll see how Charlie's football knowledge is.
Welcome back to the Sonny and Share pod. We are going to finish with my little game. We do have a guest, which has been a long time, to test his football knowledge. So again, if you're unfamiliar with the game, we're all going to pick a player, and then we're going to name how many clubs that player has played for, and the other two lads are going to guess how many they think. So the person with the highest guess is going to go and see if they can name the players. I'm going to go first. My player is, for you two, is Glenn Johnson.
Oh,
Glenn Johnson played for 6 clubs. Only 6 chaps for this one.
6.
Glenn Johnson. We'll let Charlie have a.
I think.
How
I
many
could
do you
quite a
think
few
you know,
here.
mate?
Mate, I'm going up against Butler, who is mini football Wikipedia, and the fact that he has only ever played Football Manager his entire life, you can tell by the pale of his skin he's never been outside to kick a football.
So true.
He should smash me. Glenn Johnson, the thing is, like, he had
6 clubs. Yeah, they're all pretty well-known clubs, to be fair.
Charlie, do you want me to tell you how many I think I can do?
I could do
and then I'll
definitely 3. Definitely 3.
I could do 5 of the 6, I reckon.
Could you? Shit. Butler. Right, let me go, and Butler, you can top up.
Yeah. Charlie, you start.
Because I don't think I can get.
All you need to do, Charlie, is get 3. You've said 3, so go on.
Go on.
Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Yes.
And this is where I'm not sure. Bolton or Chelsea, so I'm going to go Bolton.
No, Chelsea.
No.
Chelsea, you're right, though. He
started at West Ham. He started at West Ham, didn't he? Went to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Then went to Portsmouth. Then Liverpool, and then finished at Stoke, right? So I don't know what the 6th one was.
The 6th one's... So, started at West Ham, and then in 2002, he went on loan to Millwall just for 8 games. So that was the one you missed. Chelsea, 42 appearances, then Pompey on loan. Then he went to Pompey full-time in 2007 for 2 years. That was in that unbelievable team. Then he actually went to Liverpool for 6 years, 160 apps, and then finished his career at Stoke for 57 apps. So I think he was very, very injury prone, wasn't he? Only had 366 appearances in his career, but actually...
the guests are going to be booing you, Charlie. They're going to be booing. The guests really needed a point. Let them down.
They did. They did. Right. Who's going to go next?
Do you want me to go, Charlie? I've got your favourite player ever.
Adriano.
The greatest rumour in football history. So those of you that know Charlie really well, I think it's been me, Ben and Jennings mainly, but back when we used to play Pro Evo soccer, do you remember that game?
Oh, yeah.
What a game. Charlie's favourite player was Adriano.
Shot power 99.
Shot power 99. And at one stage, Adriano was going to sign for Arsenal, but unfortunately, he never did. So unfortunately, he will not be on this list. But he has played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams. And there are some funny ones in here.
8. I'm not going to lie.
His prison team in Sao Paulo does not count.
Is that on there, is it?
It might as well be.
Cheapers.
Mate, I'm useless at this. I play this out loud at work for other people. I'm really impressed with how well they do. I'm so bad at this.
So am I. Caught on the hop. Like Adriano, I wouldn't even have a clue about his career. Genuinely.
I could have done 4.
4? I know.
Well,
I know.
you can do 4.
Mate.
Yeah, but I can see him in front of me, but I would have been able to do 4.
Charlie, what are you thinking, mate? You can guess, or shall I guess? I'm going to do... I reckon I've definitely got one. I've definitely got one.
I think we've both got the one. The front cover of Pro Evo Soccer.
You've only got one?
I actually think...
Come on, boys.
I'll have a go. He played for Inter.
He spent a lot of time in the same country.
He played for Inter,
I'll give you that
and
clue.
he was at AC as well, wasn't he?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Nah,
so point to the guest.
Oh, God.
He was at Inter.
I'm going to say...
He was definitely at Inter, yeah. He was at Inter twice. So he went there for 1 year from a Brazilian team.
Santos, was it?
Santos?
No, he's never played for Santos.
Flamencanosi or whatever it's called.
Yeah, he played for Flamengo. Yeah,
Flamengo.
Started off in Flamengo. Then went to Inter and then left to go on loan. No, he has played at Roma,
No.
yeah, for only 5 times.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read it out? Because let's be totally honest, you're not going to get it, are you?
No,
Do you want me
that's
to read out his
gonna-
career
it's a very
My
hard.
battery's going to die before we get the answer
Right,
anyway.
so Flamengo, he started off 45 appearances, 14 goals. Then went to Inter Milan, 8 appearances, 1 goal. Then went on loan to Fiorentina, 15 appearances, 6 goals. Then went to Parma, where he really started to kick off, 23 goals in 37 games. Then went back to Inter, 50 goals in 100 games.
Yeah.
Then went on loan to Sao Paulo for 11 in 19. Then back to Flamengo with 19 in 32. And this is when he started taking loads of drugs because he went back to Roma and did 5 appearances, no goals. Then went back to Brazil in Corinthians, 7 games, 2 goals. Then back to Flamengo where he didn't play, and
My
then
God.
then to Atletico Paranaense where he played once, and then ended up in Miami, clearly being a drug mule where he didn't play for Miami United. So not even an MLS team. It's just
doing
ended up at
bits.
Miami United. He's just traveling strangely between Brazil and Italy and Brazil and Miami.
Mate.
I wonder why he was doing that.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, his shop power was 99.
We've just given up his careful trail that he's been trying to hide.
Yeah,
He's
his
just
drug
actually-
journey.
Yeah,
I don't think it was careful. He's in prison.
was he?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
in
Jesus.
prison.
Um,
Let me just check this.
Do you guys do the do you do loans as well or not in this?
yeah, mate. So just
So what's the
get-
score between? What's the
just
score
get-
between you two?
Yeah. So
mate,
just on Adriano,
battering me.
the reason why he was in prison was he was charged for drug trafficking.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense than what you said, to be honest, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Funnily enough, his last career was in 2016 in Miami. He was charged for drug trafficking between 2010 and 2014, 2016. So that's his time flying between Brazil and Miami.
Yeah,
mate.
I get that. Right,
Great
Charlie,
guy.
finish us off, lad. Finish us off.
Right, okay. So I'm using Google to help me here because I don't know the answer.
Yeah, do that. You can do that.
Wikipedia's the one, mate. Wikipedia's the one.
Is it not Google?
Yeah, that's what
No,
we use.
Wikipedia,
Yeah.
mate.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to go with whilst I'm searching for it. What do I have to
You
tell
can't-
you? That I have to,
You have to tell
I
us
have to
the
tell you the
player.
number.
Tell us the play and how
the
many
number,
clubs,
yeah.
mate. Yeah, including
Right,
loans.
hold
Yeah,
on.
unless they're fucking rogue.
No,
But
no. So
don't
my
count
my
the same
player's going
club
to be
twice, obviously.
no. Obviously, my player is going to be Aaron Ramsey.
Ooh, good.
I think
good,
we've had him
good.
before, but
I
that's
don't think we
fine.
have.
Do
I
you
don't think we
reckon?
have. No, we
Have we
haven't.
not?
We haven't. We haven't. No.
And you want me to know?
He's played for quite a few.
Yeah,
He's still playing, isn't he?
8.
I think he's still playing. Or he was still playing.
Actually, 7 because the same team popped up 3 times.
7. Okay, I could do 4, Siege. But it's your guess, I think, isn't it?
No, it's not because I
Okay.
had a go last time, but I
could do 4.
gone.
So he started at
Well, mate.
Cardiff,
Yeah,
went to Arsenal. He's played at Juventus, and he went on loan to Rangers.
and he went. I don't know their name, but he went to Mexico. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Did he?
I don't know what the club is called. It's called something like, fuck. It's like America or
Is it a-
like
Boca
Begins
Juniors.
with a P. P. Think of a sports brand.
Pumas,
Puma.
isn't it? Yeah,
Pumas.
Puma. Yeah. So how many's that? How many we get?
5.
So
I think.
between you, you got 5. Yeah.
Who else?
Do you wanna
Who
keep
else
going?
did he
He
play
did,
for?
I didn't realise that. When did he go to Mexico?
He went to Mexico.
Literally last year.
Yeah,
Last year.
yeah.
Oh, I thought he retired after he got Cardiff relegated.
No, did he go there after Cardiff? Did he?
It says here, Wiki says 2025 after Cardiff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6
so
appearances,
he
1
went
goal.
down with Cardiff in the from the Championship to League One.
Do you want me
He
to read out the
definitely went
journey?
down with them.
Yeah,
so
go
he must
on.
have just left them.
So you're right. 2006 Cardiff City, big move to Arsenal. Then went on loan
Must
to
have played a
Nottingham
lot for
Forest.
Arsenal. How many games did he play for Arsenal? He must have played a lot.
Mate, 11 years,
Yeah.
Yeah,
62 games,
yeah.
40 goals. Went to Forest on loan. Then he went to Cardiff
Well
City
done,
on
Mark.
loan. Went to Juve, Rangers. Then he popped off to
Juve.
Nice for a little bit. 27
Oh
games
yeah,
in
that's
Nice.
the one. Yeah,
Back to Cardiff
Didn't know
City,
that.
and then off to Mexico.
Pumas.
Wow, I remember when he went to Juve because it kind of revived his career a bit because he got injured.
Yeah, it did.
Didn't
He was
a
good
lot?
there. He
But
was.
he was
good
on
there.
bit.
And he
went
wasn't he
on
at
free.
Juve with Ronaldo? I think he was.
I think
Yeah.
he was. Yeah.
And it all kicked off because
Yeah.
he stole a goal off him. But he went. I think they put him on like 400 grand a week. Because
Did they?
Ronaldo kicks off.
Yeah, he was a
Ronaldo
free
kicks off
transfer.
about anything. Let's be honest. Let's not
Yeah,
get back into
yeah.
that.
Oh, another Butler win. For goodness sake.
I must be on like 20 by now, aren't I?
You are. Yeah. I'm not even going to read yours out. I think you're on about 17. I think now.
So silly, isn't it?
Good though. Good one, Charlie. That very good to finish us off
Yeah,
there.
very good one. Yeah, well done. Charlie, absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming on last minute. We do really appreciate it. We really enjoyed that. It was great having you on. I'm sure Siege feels the same. Siege, do you want to say any nice words?
No, when Charlie said he was coming on, I was really happy. I don't think I went in too hard on him either because I was very, very lucky.
You're quite
this
gentle.
week.
Yeah.
You're a nice guy, mate. You're a nice guy.
I was very lucky this week, and I actually do really rate his wild card. Like when I saw that, I was thinking, fuck.
Yeah, it's a good team.
I do think you're going to get a bit of joy with that over the next few weeks, mate.
I think your
Just
team's way
not
better
last.
than Peaks's. Let's be honest. Peaks's team is dog shit, so he should beat his team.
Full Peaksy. I mean, mate, I just can't finish last. And if I
No,
get
that's
beaten
it.
by the guy that doesn't play,
that's the
Actually,
plan, isn't it?
Peaks just messaged me, Charlie, and he said he knew you were on the pod, and actually he thinks your team is dog shit, is what his actual words are. He's just messaged me.
right?
He said, if Charlie's
I'm
on the
gonna-
pod, tell him I'm going to beat him this week because his team is dog shit.
But lads,
So-
just to let you know,
Rage baiting again.
just to let you know, if Gazzy T and Luke win and you two both lose, you're bottom, lads.
Yeah, I know. I know. By the way,
Oh.
that's well. Luckily, they're playing each other, so
Are they? Wow.
yeah,
They
so-
are, yeah. You're lucky then.
So luckily, that means Charlie. This week we won't be bottom, but the following week we could be competing to build the trophy. So,
No, I'm going to get the win this week. I need it.
mate, we all need wins.
I can't buy one, mate. Can't buy one.
Since
But I-
since you do need to buy a win, do you want to do the honours? And then we'll leave
No,
it
it doesn't work for me, mate. I did that last time. It didn't work. But yes, may the fantasy gods be with all of us.
Good luck. Good luck this
Brilliant.
weekend, chaps.
Cheers, lads. Much
Cheers, boys. I'll speak to you
enjoyable.
later on.
It's the Sonny and Shah Fantasy League.
And even though Son has left for the MLS,
Our head-to-head league is still the best. Hosted by
Alex,
Ben,
CJ,
ABC.
easy as 1, 2, 3.
it's another fantasy podcast.
Oh, fuck me.
me.